Now, dear friends, see in the lesson number 3, that is current electricity. See, last time we talked about drift velocity. We also talked how resistivity of conductors changes with temperature. We also saw the relation between resistivity and temperature. Now we proceed further in this lesson. Now today we have to see the cell, EMF and internal resistance. Okay, all of us are familiar with the cell or a battery. Suppose a car battery or battery in our two-wheeler, or a dry cell which we use in our torch, okay, or a radio. So now let us say this is our dry cell. Okay, dry cell. If you see, it is written, let us say 2 volt. So what is that 2 volt? 2 volt is nothing but EMF of the cell. Okay, that is termed as electromotive force. Okay, EMF is nothing but we know that a cell is a device to maintain steady current in the electric circuit. Now here we have to see how it works. Now we know different kind of cells. Dry cells also you have studied earlier. Now in chemistry also we will study in electrochemistry electrolytic cells. Now right now we see how do electrolytic cell work. Okay, so in an electrolytic cell, okay, we know there is a vessel. Okay, let us say a glass vessel. See, this is electrolyte, and there are 2 electrons. One is a positive electron and second is a negative electron. See, the positive electron is denoted as P and negative electron is denoted by N. Now see, the electrode exchange charge with the electrolyte. Okay, now let us say the voltage produced at positive terminal the voltage produced we call as V plus. Okay, at negative terminal V minus. Okay, now what is the potential? See, this is the voltage produced with respect to electrolyte. Okay, now what is the potential difference? Okay, potential difference between P and N is V plus okay, that is E. See, E is called the is the electromotive force. Actually, it is energy per unit charge. Okay, but this acronym is we are using from very long time. So that's why the nomenclature has remained the same. See, electromotive force is E. Now, see the EMF of the cell. That is always greater than 0. Okay. Now, next we have to see about the internal resistance of the cell. Okay. Now, EMF is energy. Okay. EMF is the energy. That is not a force, that we have to keep in mind. Now, see, as we see in the circuit, R is a internal resistance connected in the circuit. Okay. Now see the current from P to N, that is the current through external resistance, will flow like this. Okay, so in R current will flow from P to N. Okay, in electrolyte the current will flow from okay. Now, so this is what about the EMF. Now see, we have two different cases. First case, when R is infinite. Okay, R is infinite. Okay, R is infinite. Now we know I is V by R. Okay, now we see if R is infinite, current in the circuit will be 0. See, that is called the open circuit condition. Okay, that is termed as the open circuit condition. Now, see, when R is infinite, how the potential will between the, what will the potential difference between in the circuit? That is between the A and P. Let us say A is the electrode here and B is the electrode. See, the positive electrode related to the point, related to the electrolyte is A, and related to the negative electrolyte is B. So what is the voltage? Okay. Current through the V is PD between now next we have to see about the terminal voltage. Okay, that is PD between P and A. Okay, then PD between A and B. Now see, A and B are the points relating to the electrolyte, and PD between okay. So the total voltage is made up of three parts: PD between A, P and A, then A and B, and N and B. So that we call as the EMF E. But right now we have assumed that the current in the circuit is R is infinite, so the current in the circuit is 0. But what happens if R is finite resistance? Okay, when R has some value. So in that case, see, our terminal voltage will be equal to E, that is V plus minus IR. See, that is V plus. Now this V plus plus V minus, that is EMF of the cell we have seen. Okay. Now what is R? R is a resistance offered by the electrode of the, R is the resistance offered by the material of the cell. See, what is the material of the cell here? Electrolyte. So our R is called as the internal resistance. Okay, that is offered by okay. So that is how we have got a relation. V is equal to E minus IR. Okay. Now see, V is called the potential difference, E is called the EMF of the cell, I is the current in the circuit, R is the internal resistance. But see, the interesting thing about the internal resistance is that, see, it will come into action whenever current is non-zero. See, earlier case when we have what we have seen, R is infinite, current is 0, then we used to get V is equal to E, that we called as an open circuit condition. Now see, when I measure a potential difference between two ends of the resistors, I get V is equal to IR. So if I compare this, IR is E minus IR. So we can say IR plus R is E. So the current in the circuit is given as R plus R. Okay. Now this is a useful relation we'll be using in number of circuit. Now many times we being asked, okay, we have to find out the relation between voltage, okay, terminal voltage and EMF, then this equation will be useful. So this is about the electrolytic cell. Okay. Now what we have seen here, what is EMF of the cell, what is the internal resistance, and what is the terminal voltage. Now see, in the beginning of the lesson we talked about resistance. Now today we see the combination of the resistors. We first start with the series connection of the resistors. See, can be asked in a 2 marks question, that is explain okay, series connection of the resistors. See, this you have studied in the 10th standard also. See, they are the most basic thing. Let us say, see the resistance R1, R2, R3 are connected in series. Now, see what we see in the series connection of the resistor. See, the current through all the resistors will be set. In series connection of resistors, current flowing through all resistors. Okay. Now see, in series connection, see the potential difference V1, here it is V2 for R2. See, in series connection of the resistors, sum of the potential difference across each resistor is equal to total voltage supplied. See, that we can write in series connection of resistors, sum of potential across each resistor is equal to okay. Now in series connection, current flowing through all resistors is same. Now in series connection of the resistors, sum of the potential difference across each resistor, see, that is V1, V2 and V3, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3 will be equal to total voltage supplied. See, what is total voltage supplied here is V. So we can write V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay. Now see, we know the relation V is equal to IR. Current is same, V1 will be IR1, V2 will be IR2, V3 will be IR3. Okay. So now this we can substitute here. IR1 plus, see, I is common here. Okay. Now V upon I. Now see, this V upon I is called the equivalent resistors. See, that will give the resistance in totality. Okay, that is a total effect of this R1, R2 and R3, that we call as R equivalent or equivalent resistance. So we can say R equivalent is R1 plus R2 plus R. So see, this is about the series connection of the resistor. Now see, some of the important thing regarding series connection of the resistor that we have to make a note, that will be useful to us in MCQ. Now if n number of equal resistors are connected in series, R equivalent will be R plus n times. So it will be Okay, there is n number of equal resistors are connected in series, then we get R n. Now what we see here, in series connection resistance is added, so we can write like this: in series connection of resistors, equivalent resistance is larger than in series connection of the resistors, equivalent resistance is larger than the largest value. Now by taking a simple example, we can see how the voltage is divided and how the largest see the equivalent resistance is larger than the largest value. Okay, now that we have to see. Okay, now let us say we connect volt battery. Okay, now what will be R equivalent? R1 plus R2. Okay, now what we see here, see the equivalent resistance is 5 ohm. What is the larger value of the resistance here? Out of these two, 3 ohm, and the equivalent resistance is 5 ohm. So what we see here, in series connection, equivalent resistance is larger than the largest value. Now current, if I find V upon R equivalent, that is 10 upon 5. Okay, now as I told just now, in series connection current will be same, so this 2 ampere current will flow through both resistors. Now voltage drop V1 is equal to IR1. Okay, 4 volt. V2 is IR2. Okay, and if we add this 4 volt and 6 volt, that is 10 volt, that is equal to total voltage supply. So this is about the series connection of the resistor. Current will be same and voltage will be divided, that we have to keep in mind. Now next we have to see about the parallel connection of the resistors. Okay, okay, now R1 okay, now see, this is how the resistance are connected in parallel. Okay, now in parallel connection of the resistor, see the current will be divided. Okay, but suppose I measure potential difference here or here or here, that means that between the end of R1, R2 or R3 we get the same value. So here voltage will remain same. So what we can write, in parallel connection of resistor, voltage across will be equal. Okay, now what we have seen, in parallel connection of the resistor, see the voltage across each resistor will be same, will be equal, and sum of the current flowing each resistor is equal to total current in the circuit. Okay, see, in parallel connection, voltage across each resistors will be same, and sum of the current flowing through each resistors is equal to total current inside. Now let us say total current is I1 plus Okay. Now I1 is V upon R1. Okay. Now this we can write as I is equal to V upon R1. See what we can take, V is common. Okay. Now see V upon I is R. I upon V will be 1 upon okay. So in parallel connection resistance, equivalent resistance 1 upon R is equivalent is 1 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So this is about the parallel connection of the resistors. Now see if n number of equal resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, let us say n number of equal resistance are connected in parallel. So 1 upon R equivalent n times. Okay. So in that case 1 upon R equivalent n by R. Okay. Now see here the resistance is divided by n, so equivalent resistance will decrease. So what we have to keep in mind here also, that in parallel connection of the resistors, okay, equivalent resistance is smaller than okay, in parallel connection of the resistors, see the equivalent resistance is smaller than the smallest value. Now let us say we take a simple example. Okay, now connect with the 12 volt battery like this. Now we find out equivalent resistance here 1 upon R. Okay, now cross multiply. See, do not forget to take reciprocal. That is a common mistake observed in the answer of the student. So R equivalent we see is a 1.2 ohm. See, out of this 2 ohm and 3 ohm, see the smaller value is 2 ohm. But see our resistance R equivalent is even smaller than this. So this is how in parallel connection of the resistors, equivalent resistance is smaller than the smallest value. Now next we see the current division. Okay, current division in parallel resistance. So total current I is V upon R equivalent 12 upon 1.2, that is 10 ampere. Now what will be I1? V upon R1 12 upon 2 is 6 ampere. I2 is V upon. So if we add this, we will get 10 ampere. So that is how the current is divided in the parallel connection of the resistors. Now see what we have seen here in series connection of the resistors, equivalent resistance is larger than the largest value. So in series connection, equivalent resistance will always increase. In parallel connection of the resistors, resistance will be equivalent resistance is smaller than the smallest value. That is why the resistance will decrease. Now see a useful relation. We have to see that See, in series, R equivalent is NR maximum value. In parallel connection, okay, sometimes it can be useful. See, there is ratio of R max to R min. N square. Okay, that is a useful relation. So in ratio of the equivalent resistance in series and parallel connection, NR upon R by N will get you N square value. This is also a useful relation. So this is about the series and parallel connection of the cell. Now, just now we have seen about the EMF and internal resistance of the cell. Okay. Now, next you have to see the series connection of the cell itself. Can be asked in a 2-mark question. Explain. Now, normally, see the EMF of the cell is denoted as E, and if it is mentioned R, then this small r, we have to remember that it shows the internal resistance of the cell. Some of the circuit it is mentioned like this. See, the resistance is mentioned in a box like arrangement like this. So then, see what we understand from this. See, EM of the cell is E and R is the internal resistance. Now here, see there are two cells. Connected like this. One thing we have to keep in mind that plus and minus and plus and minus. See, E1 and R1. Okay. Now let us say points are A, B and C. See, the current is I. Okay. Okay, current should start from the positive of the battery. So that's why it is mentioned as. Okay, here also. So we say current is I. Now see what is the potential difference? A and B. VAB. Okay. Now see the relation we have studied. V is equal to IR. Current is same. Now VBC. See, there is a PD between B and C. Okay. Now I want okay. Now this I can arrange okay. That is a simple mathematical arrangement. See, minus VB and plus VB will get cancelled. So here see VA minus VB, that is our IR1, and VB minus VC is, now see the PD between A and C, let us we call as P. Now we rearrange the terms. Okay, E1 plus E2. Okay, so if I compare with okay, that is the totality of the equation. That is equivalent EMF in the series connection E1 plus E2 and R equivalent. Okay, so this is about the equivalent EMF in series connection and equivalent resistance in series connection. Now see, this is about the series connection of the cells. See the cells with the EMF E1 and R1. EMF, the EMF and R1 is the internal resistance. E2, EMF and R2 resistance are connected. See, as shown in the circuit. Now see the potential difference between A and B. VAB is VA minus VAB, that is E1 minus IR1. VBC is VB minus VC, that is E2 minus IR2. Now, see, we have to measure the PD between point A and C, that is VAC is VA minus VC. That I can write VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. This is a simple mathematical arrangement. See, this VA minus VB is E1 minus IR1, VB minus VC is E2 minus IR2. So, if we rearrange, take E1 and E2 together and the terms with I together, so we get E1 plus E2 minus I is common here, R1 plus R2. Okay, that is E equivalent minus I R equivalent. Okay, so see the equivalent EMF of the series connection of the cell is given as E1 plus I, E1 plus E2, and R equivalent will be R1 plus. Now, one important thing we have to keep in mind here, that see, in series connection of the cell there are two things. One is a okay. Now see, plus and minus of the battery, and okay. Now this condition is called the series helping condition. Then in that case, okay. Now another condition is series opposing. Okay. Plus and minus of plus. Okay. Okay. So in helping condition, what we see, the EMF will be added. In the opposing condition, EMF will be subtracted. So this is about the series connection of the cell. See what we have to see today. See the EMF and internal resistance of the cell and the terminal voltage. We also derive the relation between them. Then we saw the series connection of the cell resistance. In the series connection of the resistance, equivalent resistance is larger than the largest. Then we saw parallel connection of the resistors. In parallel connection of the resistors, see the equivalent resistance is smaller than the smallest value. Also, we saw the EMF series connection of the cells also, in which EMF is added. In helping condition will be sum of the two EMF. In opposing condition there will be subtraction of the EMF. Okay, and equivalent in the series connection of the cell is E1 plus E2, R equivalent. So see, if we are a condition like this, okay, current is I. How do we calculate? R is the external resistance, so E equivalent. See, again this is helping condition. And the current in the circuit will become E upon R plus R. Okay, so this is how we can use in the examples.